How did you become financially free in 5 days, bro? So you did this with no money?
No money down. On top of that, I was also homeless.
Hey, what's up? My name's Samuel Leeds. I want to introduce you to a guy called Emmanuel, and I helped Emmanuel become financially free, and it took him 5 days. Now you might think, get out of here, that's unbelievable, that's unrealistic, whatever. So in this video, I'm gonna interview Emmanuel, and he's gonna describe exactly step by step what happened, how we did it, so that you can do the same thing too. So Emmanuel, welcome to my house. Thanks so much for coming down.
Yes, Samuel, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. How are you?
So financial freedom in 5 days, I'm blown away, man. I mean, honestly, that's what you've done is incredible, but break it down. So how did you become financially free in 5 days, bro?
In 5 days? Well, it started at your property crash course. You know, I attended your free event and I went to all of your events. I said, all right, cool. Long-term, development, short-term, I need cash flow.
Right.
Rent to rent, let's go. So I signed up to your course, done the online course, attended your 4 days training, you know, the rent to rent, HMO, boot camp, service accommodation. And then within 5 days, secured my first deal financially free. Well, secured 2 deals financially free. Well, I had 4 deals, I sold 2.
Goes from 1 to 2 to 4.
Yeah.
So what, hang on. Yeah. So you did 2 deals within a matter of days, then you got another 2 deals which you sold to help pay for those deals.
Yes, correct.
So you did this with no money?
No money down.
Bang, bro. All right, so we're gonna need to break this down because the guys on YouTube, some of the guys on YouTube will be cheering you on right now. Some will be going like, congratulations, and cheering you on, and others will be going, yeah, whatever, being skeptical. Yeah. So for the skeptics, what strategy did you use, and like explain what rent to rent is, because there's so many people on YouTube and on TikTok that say, oh, rent to rent is illegal, or rent to rent is a scam, and those people, you know, I haven't got a clue what they're talking about, because pretty much every hotel that you see is a rent to rent.
Yes.
So if it's because the hotel doesn't own the building.
No, they don't, and neither do I. I don't own the building either.
Are the hotels a scam? Is it illegal? No. So talk me through, what is rent to rent? Talk me through the strategy, and then we'll go through what you did, and then we'll learn about your story. So firstly, what is rent to rent?
So rent to rent is when I agree a deal with the landlord, which allows me to take the property, give the landlord a fixed guaranteed rent for a fixed amount of term. So I've got it for 3 years. Allows me, I'll put it as a corporate let through my company, which allows me to rent it out room by room for a super rent. You know, so I'll give the landlord their portion, bills, and the rest, that's mine. Okay,
that sounds great. So basically, the landlord is getting a guaranteed flat, no hassle, peace of mind. You're then renting as a HMO. Yes. The landlord might not want to be a HMO landlord. He might think, oh, I can't be bothered with multiple tenants. Yeah. And so he's getting a flat rent. You're then turning it into a HMO. You're keeping the profit. Yeah. So where are these deals? Talk to me through your first deal. How did you find it, and what are the figures?
Literally, done your course, use your strategy, Samuel. So I literally found my first deal on Gumtree, went there, bit skeptical, agreed with the landlord, and literally just sorted it like that. So I used Gumtree for that, and for tenants, your strategy as well again from the course. I went on spare room. Literally, I had one lady come, she took 4 rooms, like that.
Wow.
On my first viewing, literally.
Why does she need 4 rooms?
Oh, so great news. I'm working with a company now to help them house their staff. So they have staff. So now I just agreed a 2-3 year contract with them. They say we need a house in this area. Perfect.
What? So basically, you got you found a landlord on Gumtree, and you have to be pretty motivated to get your house on Gumtree, right?
Yes.
Or not really know what you're doing, because most people that want to rent the house out would probably go down the more traditional route. So this guy stuck it on Gumtree.
Yeah, because he didn't want no estate agents. He said, are you agency? I said, no. It'll be a corporate let where I'll be managing it and looking after it for you. And he just said, brilliant, come take a look. Went there, everything's brand new, fully furnished, new beds, wardrobes, etc. Needed a bit of work.
Where is it?
North London in Edmonton.
In Edmonton?
Yes.
Okay, so how much rent are you paying the landlord?
So I've agreed from 3,200, I negotiated it down all the way to £2,400.
Nice.
Yeah.
My guy.
Thank you.
So 2,400, why did he drop the rent so much?
Because I said, Samuel, how come you don't do it yourself? I want to spend time with the wife, the kids, see the grandkids. I want to travel, go on holiday. I said, perfect, Samuel. I'm going to go back, crunch some numbers, and I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Bang. So basically, you followed by the letter
Yes.
what we do on the training.
Yes, 100%.
You go on Gumtree,
Yes.
call landlords, and some did you get any no? Did you get no's before you got a yes?
I had 70 no's, 70 calls, volume. Right. No, that's illegal. Oh, no, that's multi-let. Nah, I don't want to hear about corporate let.
But here's the thing: is really interesting is you achieved a lot in 5 days, right? Which is crazy. But you had to go through 70 rejections first. Most people wouldn't be prepared to put themselves through that. But 70 rejections, being told no 70 times only takes about 70 minutes. If you're calling up a landlord and going, hiya, my name's Emmanuel, you know, are you open to corporate lets? I've got a company, is the property still available? And they're just like, oh, no. That might be a minute call. Yeah. So 70 calls like that, you're actually only on the phone for 1 hour and 10 minutes, bruh. Like, 1 hour and 10 minutes. But most people wouldn't put themselves through that rejection for that time. You did, now you're reaping the rewards. You did what most people aren't prepared to do. You invested a couple £1,000 going on my training program. Definitely. Most people wouldn't do that. You took 70 rejections. Most people wouldn't do that. Because you did what most people won't do, now you're getting the results most people could never get. Yes, correct. You know, so all right, so you rent it for 2.4. Yeah. And then what? What do you do? So he agrees. What's the next step?
I said, I need to see proof you actually own the property. HMO license, get all the bills, council tax, etc. Everything comes, let's call it 350. Yeah. Cool. And then the rest is all my profit. So from my first deal, I'm making £1,250, £60 from my very first deal.
No wonder you're so gassed. and your tenant, you've got a fixed contract. So
fixed contract with them. Tenants are secured till, and then I've gone back to renegotiate the length of it because I have the company supplying me the staff anyway. Yeah.
What's like your reason for doing this? Because you're clearly hungry, brother. Like you came to the program, I could see your hunger. You were there, like really banging out the calls. Like what's your strongest reason for doing this?
I would say my strongest reason, it started with athletics. 2012, I was running for Great Britain, competing, wearing the Team GB kit, and through that period all the way till, last year, COVID, I was being successful. I was running for England, at the Olympic Stadium in Stratford, thinking, yes, I'm achieving. And then I got injured. I had a big injury. When you get injured, you feel like your dreams are shattered. Can't walk, tore this muscle, tore my knee, tendons, struggling, bedbound for 3-4 months, feeling very depressed. And funding, there's no funding. You're injured, you're hurt, you're down and out. And it just feels like everything's come to an end. You just think, what am I going to do with myself? You're putting on weight, you're not training, you're not eating, and on top of that, I was also homeless, and a lot of people don't know that, so I've literally gone from representing the country to rock bottom, and I said, I'm going to try one more time, but the injuries, and then I just thought, nah, I need to be better than this. I can be better than this. So step by step, learn how to walk, learn how to jog. I thought, okay, how can I build wealth? How can I help retire my family, help my mum? How can I help that homeless guy on the street that I see? I want to leave a legacy. I want to do what you've done with charities, and have my own helping homeless people on the streets, things like that. So I had that burning desire, and plus my discipline from athletics, moved that over into property. I, got comfortable with being uncomfortable. I said, okay, I can only do what I can do, and I just got to let God do the rest, And then I saw your book, do the possible, watch God do the impossible. And literally, I just kept going, kept driving, kept achieving, step by step, and then property, invested, go. Some days I'm like, I've only had 15 hours sleep this week. Okay, I need to rest because I don't want to burn out, So I got a big inspiration from you, your energy, and literally I was able to, sort the property, get 2 carpets fitted for £250 for 2 double rooms. I was able to get a new boiler in for £1,050, including labour, and of course 2 Google reviews as well. They love a review on a Trustpilot. So literally just your energy. I said, yes, Samuel's the man. I need to learn from this guy. I attended all your events, attended your training, whilst in your training, deal after deal, call after call after call. And literally on the last day, I even had to leave early, went for a viewing. Yeah, I even had to leave early. So yeah, I left, and then a couple of days later, I secured a deal, done. I messaged you, I remember. So Samuel, remember this day, 21st of October, winners on a Wednesday, I'm coming, you know, and literally here I am.
I can see now why you're so interested in property, because I think with you being a runner representing England, to do that in you know, athletes have to have serious discipline, serious, you know, and to apply that over to property. You know, if we were a sprinter.
Yeah, 100 and 200 meters.
So you've been sprinting in property now. You know, doing property sprinting.
I mean, honestly, we've had it's been a roller coaster, you know, and even like the landlord was just so impressed that they're like, you know, my brother's buying a property, he wants to convert it into all en suites. I was like, yeah, that'd be a great idea. He's like, how much do you charge to manage properties? I said, oh, now I'm gonna be a property manager, managing property, you know, all these opportunities, and then I also get to help people, you know. So now I've got don't want to say too much on it, but I've got 2, you know, supported living, and if you know about supported living, you know, and it would literally, you know, take my income and multiply it by 10. And
at the same time helping people.
And helping people, which is the most important thing.
So your first deal, how long did it take from you being on the training? And we spent 4 days together, you know, on the training. So did you find the Gumtree lead at the training? Did you find it after the training?
At the training.
So you found it on the day?
On the day, on the train. I was on Zoopla, Rightmove, Open Rent, Gumtree.
And on the training, I'll like make you pick up the phone and call people. You're doing stuff.
Yeah, I was.
So your first, not deal, but the lead came at the training.
Yes.
And you booked to go view it.
Yes.
And then you went to see it, and the landlord was just like, you know, look, I'm looking to rent it out. You got a really good rent. You then fixed it up. So that's making you £1,200 a month profit.
Yes.
Bang.
From one deal, yes.
And then how quick did the second one come? Was it the same landlord or different?
So it was same landlord, but the brother. So it was like, oh, my brother's, because it was so impressed, because, you know, there was cobwebs everywhere. The house had been vacant for 6 months. The landlord was actually losing money, you know, and he needed, 2 carpets down. So that also added to my negotiation of why the price should be down. I said, I'll put the carpets in. You don't need to worry about that. I'll take care of that. You know, adding value.
But you only paid £250 for the carpets. But then you're now getting a discounted rent every month.
Yeah, and I was like, listen, anything up to £100, I'll cover. And then I said, new boiler. When I sourced it out, brought it to landlord. Best you can get, 5-year guarantee certificate as well on the boiler, £1,50, including labour. Tell me if you can get better. And lad was like, mate. Like literally gave me a round of applause. So it's like, oh, my brother's got this, and literally gone there.
So that landlord ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, landlord's like, listen, I got my brother and the other cousin's coming soon, and I'm like.
And also for them, I don't know what their situation is, but if they're really busy, if the property's been sat empty for 6 months, if they're busy, they've got businesses, they don't care about a grand here, a grand there.
Exactly.
Like, but for you starting out in property, trying to build your business, that's financial freedom.
Yes.
Because if you've got, how much are you making off those 2 properties?
I'm making £2,570 per month off the 2.
Bang, bro. And you got those 2 within 5 days.
Yeah.
And you finance, how did you finance them with two deals that you sold?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. That's incredible. That literally is more impressive than even when I do a financial freedom challenge and I go out for a week. You've done probably better than I normally do.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying. Honestly, I found, 4 deals. You know, I called up Dion. I was like, Dion, let's come take a look at this property. You know, it's a 4-bed, but, you know, it's just about to be fully, you know, furnished. I said, oh, when the photos getting taken? Like, tonight at 8 p.m. I said, I'll be there. I'm not waiting for you to post it. No, I will come with you. While you're taking the photos, I'll have a look around and get it done. I'm not waiting till next week. I need this deal today. You know, assertive, went there, agreed, got everything sorted, and cool. Had that there. Now I need to raise finance. How am I going to do this? I listened to you, because I've been to all your events. You talked about, you know, raising finance, and I literally had 2 deals. What did I do? Deal sourced it, sold it, 3K, raised the finance, able to put down the month's rent and a deposit, and then I negotiated the start date for the 1st of the month, so then I wouldn't have to pay my rent till the 1st of the following month. So that way it gave me, I pay myself first, then I get more money, then I pay everyone else, and then invest in some more Samuel Leeds training.
Oh man, that's awesome. And then now you're now working up now, next steps to Academy, which is going to be amazing.
Academy, yes. Academy is the next step, and, you know, with that, also a couple BRs. I want to get that information. So.
Yeah, because you've done the rent-to-rent training, HMO, service accommodation, killing that, financially free. Now you're looking to do bigger deals, move up into development and BRR. which is going to create wealth, which is what you've now got the time back, your freedom back.
Yes.
Now it's like, I want to leave generational wealth.
Yes.
You've got a massive heart to help people.
Yeah.
So what's the like 12-month plan then? What are you?
12-month plan. So we're looking, well, next month really. I've got 2 deals that are about to get finalized for supported living.
Which is going to make you a lot of money.
Yeah, just leave it there. Right. And then, you know, shadowing, coming, doing some BR deals, you know, training with yourself. 100%. You know, the academy, you know, right before my birthday in March as well. So I want, you know, I'm getting out there, I'm getting stuck in, not messing around, you know, and, you know, get a couple BR deals going. Yeah. And then towards the end of next year, looking to, you know, raise finance, get into development, because development is what I want long term. But I don't need to wait 4 or 5 years to get into development. Why do I?
No, you don't.
You know,
6, 12 months.
Yeah.
6, 12 months.
Yeah.
What would be your advice, Emmanuel? Because you've done really well in a very, and your results are not typical, you know. So they're not typical. So anyone watching this, I wouldn't want people to think that that's normal, because it's not. That's normal for me doing it. Like normal, what you've done.
Because that's your standard. And I said, I'm trained by Samuel Leeds. I need to achieve, you know. And I'm already a high achiever in terms of athletics.
What I was going to ask you though is, like, what do you think? What's going on up here? What's going on up here to be able to make you be able to push that hard and get those results so fast? You know, you've obviously had a very successful career in running until you had your injuries, unfortunately. Yeah. What makes a winner? You know, what's the difference in mentality? Because I think that property is 50% skill, 50% technical, to 50%, but then it's also 50% up here, the person. So talk to me about that.
So for me, the most important thing that I've realized is the psychology, is the mental side. A lot of people say they want to do it, but are you getting up to do it? Are you getting the skills? Yeah. Are you applying it? You know, people are like, yeah, I made 10 phone calls. I was like, great. I made 70. Yeah. You know, I went to 2 estate agents. Okay, I went to 40. You know, it's the action. And for me, it's wanting to just help people, but also better myself and also be free. You know, like I remember I listened to you saying, you know, like with your property, you know, you like the house that you live in, you know, and then I think, you know, landlord wanted to sell it and you said, no, I'm taking it because, you know, and I want to have that freedom to be like, no, I like this house. I like the way that microwave plays music and, you know, those things and those, you know, I want to go on holiday and not be like, oh, I've only got, you know, £500 to spend. No, I want to go on holiday and be like, I want to get massages every day, you know. It's about living life, you know, and at the same time, I want to give back and help people because I've got a passion for that, you know, and it's something I like to do anyway, you know. I want to retire my mum, you know, so she doesn't have to keep working, you know, working till you're 70, you know, things like that. Just create a better life for everyone around me as well.
You're a dude, you know, you just live in abundance. And even though you're just sort of starting out in property, I can see that you're going to be extremely successful because I always say big energy equals big bank, you know, and you've got big energy, your work ethic is second to none. What happened over those 4 days that was so magical? Because how old are you?
I'm 28.
So you're 28 years old. So, you know, you've been doing your thing, you've been doing your running, which is great. Then wanting to get into property, you come to the crash course, you start studying, start watching me on YouTube. But then over those 4 days, suddenly, bang, you become financially free in 5 days. What happened over those 4 days?
Whew. Emotions were very calm. And I think the craziest bit was, I was like, okay, got this deal, got this. It was, for me, it was finding the solutions. I wasn't stressing, oh, I haven't got the money, oh, I haven't got the money. It was like, how do I make this work? Okay, I need to do this. I've got 2 here, secure this, negotiate the rent down, then I can source it for a higher fee. Cool, got the money, got the capital, got that sent over, bang, deposit, this, that, got everything done. I had to do a bit of work, went into the local store, like you would say. You know, I went to the big guys, 1,200 for carpet, grand for laminated flooring. I said, what? Nah. You know, Samuel said, you know, speak to your local, go down to your local shop. Gone down to my local shop, negotiated £250 plus a, you know, Trustpilot review, and they loved it, you know, shook my hand, got it done the same day, and, you know, carpet cleans, and then they even helped me clear out the back gardens as well, and paint as well, and I was like, wow, all for 250, I was like, okay. You know?
I hope you left them a good review, brother.
Oh, I did, I left them a good, you know, 2 paragraphs. So, no, definitely, so those 4 days were literally, came in, the energy, you know, the atmosphere at your events is amazing. Like, you know, if you come to the training, like, the networking is crazy as well, you know, so many people with just the hunger to succeed, you know.
Who did you sell those deals to? Where did you find them?
So I literally posted them on Facebook and also networking. So I knew people, you know, at your event, at your training, who, you know, they were deal sources. And I had already, you know, like I said, I came to your deal selling masterclass, came to your development. So I was meeting all these different people. Some people were in the academy, some people, you know, I literally just network. I would stay till the very end of your events as well, just to network, make sure I speak to as many people, you know, putting in the time and effort. And literally, I was, oh yeah, I'm a deal source. I'm like, oh, okay. Could you show me how you would package it, you know, this and that? And literally sent me templates, done it, got it out there. And literally that's how I was able to, you know, source it.
I think it's so important. It's not just what you know, it's who you know. So you've learned the exact step-by-step template.
Honestly, Samuel, your network is your net worth. Honestly, I've heard you say that so many times. And literally, I've gone there, know nothing about property. I have no contacts. All I know is I'm here to see Samuel Leeds. You know, and now I've got, I mean, so many group chats, you know, people message me constantly on Instagram and I'm always helping them, saying, oh, why don't you try this way? Or speak to this person, or put, if I don't know, I'll pass them to someone who I know knows, you know? Do you know what I mean?
The second property that you got of the brother, is that HMO as well?
Yeah, HMO license as well, yeah. Started this year as well, in November as well.
So two rent to HMOs, now you're doing supported living.
Yes.
And which is making £2,500 a month in passive income.
Yeah.
Because you've systemised it where you've got, which is just crazy.
Yeah, honestly, and literally I've got people even calling me, oh, you know, I'll manage it for you. I'm like, I got this, you know, I got this, you know, because I've been there, I've done the work, you know, I was doing the refurb. It felt like a BR. Only thing is I didn't buy the property. You know, I was putting in a new boiler. It was dormant for 6 months. So I had to, you know, get the gas on, heating on, electricity on, get everything turned on, deep clean, you know, and I got everything done in 4 days. Carpet, literally everything done.
What would be your best advice to someone starting out, wanting to emulate what you've done?
The best advice I would say is application, you know, and you got to believe, you know, because if I didn't believe, I wouldn't have the effort. You know, and you need to, it's about understanding. If you understand what you want, then you need to find a solution to achieve it. You know, and that's what I've done. I said, okay, I need to find, who can I find about property? Samuel Leeds, cool, best in the business, let's go. Attended all the events, got the training, and applied myself. Not just 1 call, 2 calls, 30 calls, 50 calls, it's not enough. You know, volume, you have to keep going, keep, you know, rejection until you get there.
Interesting what you say about belief though, because I feel like if you didn't believe it was possible, when you got to that 30th, 40th, 50th, 60th call, you would have psyched yourself out the game. But because you knew it was going to happen, it's just a matter of time, you just had that belief. It kept you going.
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. Next call, let's go.
Yeah, and I feel like as well, what you believe, you probably heard me say this before, but what you believe, you will find the evidence to back up what you already believe. So if you believe, oh, rent to rent's hard, oh, I can't do it, oh, I'm a loser, you need money to this. You'll then find the evidence. You'll do a rent to rent and then the landlord will go, right, I need a deposit. And you'll go, oh, I knew I couldn't do this because I haven't got the money. I knew you needed money. Whereas if you think, actually, no, I don't need my money. I can be creative. I can finance. I can sell a deal. I can, what you believe, you'll almost manifest it into reality. 100%. And as a runner and as an athlete and now a businessman and a property entrepreneur, it's great to hear you talk about belief because I agree. I think belief is so important. And that's why when people say to me, you know, oh, it's not possible. You make it sound too easy. If it sounds too good to be true, probably is. I'm thinking, you guys, the people that say that, they're not doing themselves any favors because by saying, oh, it's hard, oh, and coming up with excuses, they're actually robbing themselves the gift of financial freedom.
Yeah, honestly, they are. And you can't have that mindset. You have to believe and you have to achieve it. And for me, it's just about going and getting a solution.
How'd you get into like running and stuff then?
So I started when I was younger. It was just for fun, really. I just went for fun, and then I just started training. Time started, you know, dropping down, and then, you know, you get a little notification. Oh, you got invited to this event. Break a few records. You know, went for a Team GB, and then I got injured, so I missed out on the European Championship, and then the fire and burn to just come back the next year and make the World Championship team, be in the top 4 in the country. You know, go Barcelona for the World Championships, and you know, it's just about belief, you know, because...
With being a runner though, let me ask you a question. Did you just suddenly realise one day, wow, I'm a really good runner, I'm awesome, and it just happened? Or did you have to sort of say, I'm going to put the work in to become a champion?
Literally, I was coming last every race. Like when I was doing it for fun, and then I was coming last, and I literally turned around and I said, after today, I'm going to put in that work, and I'm going to win that gold medal next year.
Right, so same story, belief, hard work, persistence, dedication.
Yes, definitely, and the discipline as well, the mentality to just keep going, and then I went back and then I won the nationals, in 2011, and I went back the next day because I doubled up at 2 events, and then I got a bronze medal as well. So the fact that, physically and mentally you can go back and perform 2 days back to back, and achieve, 2 medals, gold and a bronze, it just shows your character, and you just gotta just, I'm not accepting those, I'm here to win, I'm an achiever, I'm ambitious.
And then getting injured and sort of, because if you dedicate your whole life to athletics and running and then just get an injury and then literally go from that to, you say, homeless at one point.
Yeah, I was homeless. People didn't even know. I was walking to training. I was walking an hour and a half to training. People didn't even know, because I was like, okay, I've only got like 10 hostels. The council put me in shelters, different nights, different things. I had like a couple suitcases. Do you know what I mean? I was just dragging around. And people don't even know this, and people would be like, oh, I didn't know that. But you see me, I'll be smiling. There's so much, but I just kept going. I said, things will change, just that belief.
When did you realise, when you were like homeless, when did you realise that financially you needed to do something different? When did you realise that, you know what, I'm injured, I need to find a new path, I want to be a property entrepreneur? When did that happen?
It happened last year. Last year I was sustained and I was best shape of my life. I think it's going to be my breakout year. I'm going to run 9 seconds in 100 and literally got a big injury and I was bedbound for 3 months. I couldn't move, I couldn't walk. Couldn't get up to go to the toilet. It would take me about an hour just to get out of bed to crawl to the toilet, so I was down and then I was like, mate, I can't even do anything right now. I was like, I need to change. This situation has to change, and I also know I can't run forever. What am I gonna do after I stop running? So these thoughts start coming, when you're in bed and you can't move, you can't do anything, so I've gone from, that to, like I said, learning how to walk again and things like that. So I thought, I need to change this.
Yeah. So when property? How did that come about?
Typing it in Google, typing in Instagram, searching, and then some guy called Samuel Leeds came up. I was like, oh, it's another scammer. I was like, nah, it's another one, Yeah, I was like, who's this? I was like, who's this salad? I was like, nah, get out of here.
Interesting. That's really, so first impressions was just like...
I was like, oh, it's another one, You know when we have all these ads coming up. But then the second time, I was like, all right, guys, I'm doing a free event this weekend. I said, free event, what am I doing this weekend? I said, listen, I'm going to be sitting at home doing nothing. Let me attend this event and let's see what Samuel Leeds is about. So I attended your event. It was a free event. I was like, oh, free event, okay, not got much money. Go to the checkout, £1. I was like, £1? It's supposed to be a free event? I know. And I was like, all right, fair enough, it's a booking fee. So attended your event and I loved it. I got the inspiration, your energy. I sat right at the front. I always sit right at the front of all your events, right there, learning, notes, ready, pumped, and literally just taking it in. And I said, okay, what other events training does Samuel have? And I went to every single one of them. And then I agreed, okay, rent, let's go. After I went to all of them, development, cash flow, I need cash flow right now. I need to be financially free now before the end of this year. That was a goal. And I remember I messaged you 21st October. I said, Winners Wednesday, let's go. Be financially free before the 1st of December. Yeah.
So what's the difference between, because you've obviously been to a lot of the free events.
Yeah.
You've also done some of the advanced training.
Yeah.
Both were amazing.
Oh, of course.
It's not like the free events is like really rubbish with just a big upsell. The free events are amazing in their own right.
You give so much value for that, honestly.
Yeah. But then the advanced training is more like for people that actually really want to do it. We do it together. We make the calls together. It's a little bit more, you've got more serious people. You've got mentorship. So what was the difference between the free training and the advanced training for you?
The free training was brilliant. It allowed me to actually network a lot, and speak to people who are already on the academy, understand, oh, how did you do it? Ask those questions, because if you've never been in property, free training is the best way to go. You've got people there who are successful, trained by yourself. I mean, you can't ask for much more, and then the live, training, that you've paid for is just, I can't even explain. It's like times 10 times, like, it's ridiculous. The amount of value you get from the training is so worth it. Like, I was like, mate, I got this for like $199. I was like, man, it was cheap,
honestly. People think it's expensive, like, oh, £2,000 just for a few days to train it. But it's like, well, actually, when you look at the people you're going to meet, the support, it's almost like a franchise. Because I made that back,
like, immediately. First I made that back, and then long term, I've kind of times 10, times 20 that. You know, so it's an investment. You're investing in yourself. You know, do you want to be successful or do you not? And that's how I saw it. You know, it's either black or white. Like, and I just felt like I need to be successful, and I came in with the determination.
Yeah, you came in knowing you were going to do it, and I think that's another thing. Like, I can't make anybody successful, and I even say this when people enroll into the advanced training. I say, look, there's no guarantee that you're going to become financially free, but if you just do what I say, and it's a process, not a promise. Yeah, of course. You know, it's an opportunity, not a guarantee. But if you follow the process, you will get there.
Honestly, yeah, and that's literally what I've done. Like I said, I followed, you know, your negotiation skills, and I made it my own. I was like, okay, it's what Samuel would do, but there's only one Samuel Leeds. There's only one Emmanuel Stevens, you know. So I took it, adapted it to my style, and then I've gone out there and I've done it my way, you know. And that's the best thing, you know, is someone who can show you exactly how to do it. I mean, your online training as well. Don't forget that. That's brilliant. I mean, I learned so much from. I went through that 4 times, you know, before even attending the training that, you know, paid for as well.
And we don't, at the live training, we don't let people off. If I'm like, right, find a deal, call the agents, call the landlords, you can't not do it. I'm like, hey, you haven't coordinated, let's do it. You ain't leaving the room until you've done it. So you're kind of forced to, it's almost like you're pushed in the same way that a coach, if you're being trained as an athlete, is going to push you to do it. Yeah, definitely. 80% of success is just showing up, because you show up in the right place at the right time, bang, you know, you're going to get pushed to that next level. So, you know, it's been a real pleasure working with you as well, man.
Oh, thank you, Samuel, man. Honestly, thank you for the information, the knowledge, you know, financially free, and I can't thank you enough. You know, thank you for your team as well. They were great on the day. You know, I know you had a lot of people around you. You know, you had Evans there helping me. You know, shout out to Evans as well. So
yeah, awesome. Well, big success, and I'm sure we'll do a part 2 interview, maybe next year when you're like a billionaire.
Listen, it's there. You know, trying to, you know, build that generational wealth, leave a legacy, help charity, like have my own charity. You know, like you do as well. You know, I could relate so much to you and your energy. I was like, yeah, Samuel's the guy. I can believe in this. You know.
Respect, man. Thanks so much. Guys, I hope you found that inspirational. You heard it here first from a champion sprinter, now applied that winning mindset to property. This is a lot about mindset. Get around the right people, folks. If you want to come and join me at a training program, guess what? I'm going to give you a free ticket right now with a £1 booking fee. On the house. Link in description, £1. Come and spend the day with me, the team, so that you can do the same thing too. Check it out in the description. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That'd be amazing. Hit like, and I'll see you next time.